Hello, everyone. We're back, and I see we got sound now. So this is Ronnie, and Gretchen's in bed right now. So you just got me. So gonna be here tonight. Sorry for the late start. Had some issues.
We're kidding. I'm here.
This one playing games with
Hello.
herself.
I'm sorry.
But I'll give a
Finally.
few minutes for everybody to come in here. I went to press a button. Instead I X'd out of the video, and then all of a sudden my computer decided it wanted to restart right in the middle of that. So it was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But we're back finally after a few minutes of technical difficulties.
Well, everybody's still there.
But tell me if you hear us fine now. I see us, so.
Good.
Well, where's the chat? I forgot to pull up the chat. There we go.
Hello, guys.
So we're back. Give it a few minutes for everybody
Thank
to come
you.
in here. If you guys want notifications in the future, make sure you go for that little bell thingy on so that will get us to notifications of us when we go live. Gretchen wants to be in more videos, so we'll make her appear in more here. As our budget for hair and makeup is actually approved now. I have approved her budget for hair and makeup. But if anybody has any questions, or let us know kind of on here without a plan. But I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. What's up, Dawn and Swamp Picker, Joni, Henry, Full of Grace Pickers, Monica, Sam Dallas, Pick a Smurf. You gotta speak louder, Mama. Louder. Nobody hear you. I can barely hear you.
Alto.
Who's that one? Can you say that one for me? A Red Nickerson resell. There you go. But I hope everybody's doing good.
Yes.
I've had a pretty good day. I mean, we're running auctions, so you may hear the they're actually ending during the show. I didn't plan on this, but they are going on, so it'll be very interesting to see if any of them go off. I think most of the auctions have passed. I think there's only a few left at this moment. How you doing, Wes? What's up? Albert, the crazy card.
Hi, Karen. What?
No, I just hear a truck outside.
Yeah.
That's it. So, anybody has any questions, let us know. Give us something to talk about over here. What are you pointing to?
The heart.
What's the heart for?
Oh, that's cute.
Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Oh.
Anniversary tomorrow.
Yay.
How many years? 7. 7?
7.
Hey!
7 years tomorrow.
Been married 7 years.
Woo!
I must be doing something right, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like almost, 9 years together, right?
Yes. Right.
Not too shabby.
Good.
Happy for us. Oh, there was a question. Wait, where you go? Do you have a set price in mind when listing suits and blazers, or do you look at sold listings a lot? Basically, we've sold a lot of stuff over, a lot of suits and sport coats over the years. So I kind of adjust the prices to by where I think they're going to sell at. And that's it. It just depends on when I try to get a suit, I try to get at least like $80 or more for a suit. Sport coats are a little different. I'll go as low as 40 or 50 depending on how much I'm paying for them. but for the most part, I like to stay higher. But like most brands, I have an area where I want to stay. Get out of here. The live updates. What are you doing? Not that we just updated. You don't need to do that again. But it's just one of those things you do. I just price things where I think they're gonna sell, where they have been selling for us. Depends more on the fabric, the size, the brand, and there's more things. So you're gonna be hearing a lot of those auction things. I might actually turn the phone off if that's gonna drive. I know somebody's gonna complain about that. How do you think? Power off.
There you go.
Your phone's gonna be vibrating like a crapola too. So, what's up, Bubba? How you doing, Bubba? Mothership Products. How you doing? Krillin, I had that not too long ago. We did it was a Saturday. I think it might have been last Saturday. We did like $600 in sales, and the next Saturday, I think I sold one thing for like $20. It was like, seriously?
Very sad.
Are we gonna play this game? No, we really gonna play this game today? Like, come on, seriously? But it happens. You go up and down. And I can tell you our best day ever was last November, Krillin. November 1st, 2016. Because we sold the P-Wing slip, the Ralph Lauren P-Wing slip up to $720. That day we wind up doing, I think it was like $1,700 and something dollars, $750 or something like that. The next day I sold one thing for like $50. It was like, seriously? How you can, because we had so many sales that day. It was like, I think our most sales in one day without running auctions, just buy it now, has been like 15. And it was good. But when you don't get those, you gotta have a combination of like really good sales and a bunch of a bunch of smaller sales too. It adds up. But what's up, Rudy?
Hi, Rudy.
Going on, Grumpy?
Well, sometimes you have a very good sale one day, and then for the whole week you don't sell.
It always equals out to like the same amount.
And it's like, oh my god, what's going on?
It's like you average $2,000 a month, $2,000 a week on sales, and at the end of the week you'll do 500, 200, 100. It always comes back that average out like that 2,000.
So it's normal. Don't feel bad about it. It's something that happened a lot, and I guess it will happen with everybody, right?
So. But if anybody has any questions, anything, I'll answer anything at this moment in the game because we're not getting any questions. I don't know what's going on here. Question. No question. Okay, you're just gonna hear us talk.
Yeah.
I have some neat ideas though for my new picture room when we set it up. Oh, that's an interesting one, Dwayne. How did we meet? We met through actually Gretchen's cousin. And then we communicated a lot through people. Probably younger people don't remember this, but remember MySpace? We used to talk a lot on MySpace because MySpace was MySpace was around. It was kind of before Facebook. But
and Messenger.
Yeah, and MSN was it?
MSN. Yeah.
Messenger a lot because couldn't call somebody back then. I remember we had Blackberries we had Blackberries after that.
Yeah, after.
But it was kind of, and then I wind up just moving to the Dominican Republic. I was just like, you know what? I want to try something different. I'm going to move to the Dominican Republic and we're going to see how this goes and have some fun and, had some fun there for a long time. But we moved to America and, okay, I thought I turned this phone off. I really did. Power off. Did I restart it? Power off.
No.
There we go. That was bad.
This is the third time you think it turned off the phone.
I think it's restarting instead. I don't know why, but you know, and then I moved to the Dominican Republic, had a house right in Santo Domingo, or a apartment right across from the ocean, and that was it for the most part.
Next to my dad's house.
That's another funny story.
Yeah.
Our father didn't know we were living together, but his house was a few behind us. He doesn't watch this, so it doesn't matter. And even if he does, he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Ah, it's okay.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah. So, what is the next question here? Oh, I got it over here. Would you ever buy in volume from Liquidation or Wholesale? Probably in the future we may. We haven't to this point. I think more because of just we haven't found the right stuff to do it with. And when we had the warehouse, we were very interested in it. But since we're not in the warehouse anymore, we don't have the space to bring on a lot of stuff like that. And I like to be very picky with what we do. So, but in the future, to expand and I want to get into more newer with tag stuff. So in the future it will be, but we have not done it to this point at all.
Now we got some stuff like in big. Remember the CDs?
Well, yeah,
There
but
we
that's
go.
not really wholesale. I
Oh,
mean,
no,
I picked
but
up,
that was something.
yeah, like, I don't know, 3,000
CDs.
CDs from somebody off of Craigslist and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
we did really good off of that. But
We saw Amazon.
yeah, most of them, well, all of them sold on
and
Amazon.
eBay too.
I don't think we sold any on eBay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even gonna lie, Gretchen.
No,
None
I
got
don't know.
listed. I thought about listing some, but they never made it there.
Okay.
It was just the market was Amazon and
But I know there was a lot of CDs.
yeah, I filled up the whole truck
I
at
think
the
we
time. It
still
was
have some. No.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have sent
We
some
still
into
have.
Amazon I recalled a bunch last year and then I reordered. I mean, then I sent some more back in, but it really has not. It really hasn't got much since then. So we've done somewhat, but we really haven't in general. Not like Steve and Steph does. They're kind of wholesale stuff. I guess you can call that wholesale, right? No, that's not really wholesale either. But well, that's interesting. Are they new? I'll talk to you later about that, Ruby. Let me see here. Ronnie, when you use do you use best offer and do you list for 30 days or good to cancel? We really don't like. I tried best offer. I don't like best offer. Just considers to get a lot of lowball people, and I just don't like it. And we do 30 days. I've tried 10 days and stuff like that, but it just really hasn't really mattered all that much. Do you ever consider doing private label on Amazon? We've talked about it, but we've never done any of that kind of stuff. I think you've had a bunch of different ideas, but we've never really done it at all. Let me see here. What was the other one? Swamp Picker, what is the best thing she has found?
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, a lot of things. Almost everything.
Oh, this one. She thinks she found everything.
Well, they're Ralph Lauren.
The Ralph Lauren P-Wing sweater, which we had no idea what it was worth. Like, she just knew it was something special. And I always say, you find a special Ralph Lauren piece, it could be worth value. It could be valuable, especially the older stuff. And we both were a little bit surprised. I was thinking a few $100s, and then get home and check completed, and it's like, oh shit, this should sell for about $700, $700. So
another thing, the bottle that I got for $1.
Yeah, she got a vintage molasses
from the 1800s.
bottle or something like that. It was just some decorational thing we had for about a month in the house, and I just decided
Just to look.
to look it up one day, and that sold for like 250, maybe 200, 250.
In less than 24 hours.
It was sold immediately.
Like, yeah, like that.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. What
She
else?
did.
Yeah,
She did
what else?
find. She did find the cast iron frying pan that we sold
Oh,
for,
yes.
but I had to have her. Well, the story was I seen it online. I knew what it was for the most part, but I didn't know how much money it was going to end up being. But I said, okay, there's like 3 estate sales. I'm going to drop you off at this one. And that's the thing. When you have 2 people, you can kind of hit multiple sales in multiple same times. And I'm going to drop you off here. I want this pan. Like, that's the only thing you have to go there and get. I'm going to go to 2 other sales in the meantime that had clothing, and she went there, she got the pan, and
I got the pen.
the funny part was she didn't want me to buy it because it was, how much was it?
$75.
$75. She's like,
Are you
no,
kidding?
we ain't buying this $75. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I think it's good. And the funny part was I messaged Chad because I didn't really know, because there wasn't none on eBay at the moment. We could only go off a work point. And it was like, Chad misspelled Griswold, so he's like, I can't find any. So we're like, I bought it anyway. I was like, oh man, this is not gonna be good. This might be a bad buy, but listed it and sold it for 14.
The thing is, I trust it. Like, if he say it's good, okay, it's good. You need to give me double or more,
I was going for more than double on that.
Yeah, but no idea.
Yeah.
I was like,
and we passed on a bunch of the Griswold stuff because they didn't have it priced. I was priced too high to make money on. But I think because they couldn't find that one pan on eBay, they just threw a regular, like somewhat high compared to what the other ones were. But they were like, eh. She did get commission for that. But let me see here. There was another question. Dwayne, Gretchen, what is your favorite?
Gracias. Hola. Sí, también hablamos español aquí, mi amor, ¿ok?
Sí, claro que sí, claro, claro. Gretchen, what is the one thing what is the favorite thing what is your favorite thing about me?
Oh, what is?
I don't know, you tell me. They're asking me for you. Right? Yeah, they want to find out what your favorite thing about me.
It's my Nino. I love everything about Ronnie. He's so cute.
I would say my cooking.
He's a good husband. Oh, yes. He cooked very good.
Except for the macaroni and cheese I cooked the other day.
No.
Somehow the cheese sauce it kind of separated once I put it in the oven. I really turned this phone off. What's going on over here? Look. And why do they have a phone and the face recognition part does not even work? You ever notice that? Who is the phones with the face recognition? The face recognition does not work.
Oh my god. You really
see, look, power off. That's it.
But show in the camera.
See, it's going off. Going off. That's crazy. There was another. Wait, hold on. Thank you, Krillin, for the super chat.
Who found it?
Ralph Lauren cross sweater. I found that at a estate sale that she was already at earlier that day. Remember the estate sale? We got all the stuff. I went back to 3 days after. The one in the town there, we got all that stuff. It was like weird. We kept on finding things like the third day.
That was like the best.
The fourth day I went back, I found a bunch of suspenders. I was selling for like $70. And a Brioni bow tie and garment bags. I wind up spending $1 and making like $300 on it. It's like, how does this happen? Even the fabric, I found fabric for Stefano Ricci's suit. Huh? Oh. And the fabric I paid $4. That was the third day of the sale, and we sold that recently for $300 something. It was just like, how is this possible that we kept on just finding things? It was just like,
I love it snow.
but it was crazy. Top 10 sold listing for blazers are all over the place. How do you determine the price for a blazer you've never sold before? I kind of go in the middle to high, kind of like I just throw out like if there's, let's say if there's 100 sold listings of that blazer, I'll throw out the first top 20% because most of the time they're just not even relevant. Either a lot of those sold at high prices with sales on them. eBay does not show in the sales, in the sold, if there was a sale on that item. Half the time you can't even understand if they took a best offer or not. And some people drive me crazy because they'll run the like 75% off sale, and you're like, seriously, what's that all about? But you got to throw out like the top 20 of them and then kind of go. I kind of march in that. So if something's like $500, but most of them are selling in that 2 to 3 range, I try to be in that 2 to 3 range, or unless there's something that either based on size or that makes it maybe a little bit more desirable. But most suits are 40, 42, and 44 regulars, most common sizes. And as it is a common size, most people wear those sizes, but they are very common, and there's a bunch of them on there. So just depends. Like if you find a 54 regular, you're probably going to get a little bit more than a 44, and so on and so forth. So, but and we have another one over here trying to keep up with the questions.
What is the next?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Do you think feedback does not matter anymore on eBay? eBay, I mean, it does matter for a point. You really do have to keep track of your feedback. It's one of those things. If you don't keep track of it, eBay can suspend you too. I mean, you don't want to have that be that person with 95% feedback. Now, if you get 1 or 2 bad feedback and you're selling a bunch of items, let's say 200 plus items a month, it's probably not going to matter getting 1 or 2 negative feedbacks a year. We usually get 1 or 2 a year. It's bound to happen. Right now, I don't have any for the last year. They've all fell off. I try to do my best to communicate with sellers, and sometimes you gotta kiss some butt to not get a negative, but not all the time. And I don't know what happened here. What's this thing popping up over here now? All right, this is driving me crazy. Would you sell common brand name clothing if there were newer tags and had an abundance of them? We have sold lower end brands before because they're newer tags. I've picked them up, but a lot of times it depends on size too and stuff like that. It just depends on the patterns of stuff, the colors of stuff.
Yes.
But stuff's out there. I'll pick it up brand new.
If it's a good design,
good pattern. Okay. Are you still going on your RV adventure? We were just actually talking about that the other day. That's kind of like why we've been trying to run a lot of auctions of late. Just seeing how things would work out and shake out. It's going to start here fall, I would say, most likely. It was going to happen by the fall, no matter what. So it might happen earlier, but the fall, most definitely, we will be on our way either moving south or in the RV. One of the two. It's kind of a coin flip. But if I had to guess, we're doing our RV thing. There's a lot of things I want to set up and kind of get ready for it. I have a lot of different ideas that I will talk about more as the time comes closer. Do you sell mostly new or mostly used suits? Most of the suits we find are pre-owned, thrift stores and stuff like that. Okay, back over here. We know Ronnie hates the snow. Yes, he does. What about Gretchen? You love the snow for the most part.
I love snow. I don't like the cold, but I love
Snow looks beautiful, but it's not like one of those just one of those things, you know.
I don't like the cold weather.
Um,
Usually when it's snowing, it's not cold. So, and I like snow. It's pretty. The first day. After that,
it gets that brown, nasty snow.
yes.
Um, what does Gretchen like to find?
Mesitas.
She likes to find stuff for herself.
Yes.
She thinks it's personal shopping day when we go to the stores. It's like, oh, for me.
Can I keep this? Oh.
Anything with Ralph Lauren on it, she's like, I want it. I want it.
No, but for the business, one of my favorite thing is the Tommy Bahama with the design in the back. Oh, I get crazy with those things. I love to find that.
Yeah, I think that
one of the best.
like, where's the best place you like to get stuff from? Do you like estate sales more or yard sales or thrift stores?
Stay sales. I love stay sales.
Gotta fight it out with everybody.
No, and you can go inside the house and look around.
She's usually when you go buy a house and it's like an open house. Oh, can we go? It's like, why? I just want to look at their house. It's like,
especially the big mansions here in the Capes. You know what I mean?
Some of those estate sales when they literally have like too many rooms though, or they have weird layouts and you're like, what happened with this house? They'll have like you go up one set of stairs to one bedroom, then there'll be another set of stairs to another bedroom. It's like, why aren't these connected?
Then the basement is like another house. Crazy. It's fun.
Okay. Hold on. Have you ever seen snow in the Dominican Republic?
No, but Jarabacoa, ¿cómo se llama? Granizo?
Costanza. Oh, ice.
Yes.
Is ice up in the mountains? How you say that one city again?
Granizo.
No. How you say the city?
Jarabacoa.
Yeah. I can't pronounce that one for the life
It's
of me.
in the mountains.
Yeah, and then even a little bit higher, there's Costanza. And they actually grow strawberries up there.
Yep.
But it gets real cold at night, and you can see ice. Like it'll ice over, not like full ice, but things will get icy. You almost have to wear a parka sometimes, depending on the part of the year. But I mean, it's all the way up there. It's actually the tallest mountains in all the Caribbean. It's actually pretty high.
No, the taller mountain is Pico Duarte.
Talking about DR, we're talking about that mountain.
DR.
Okay, Myanmar, but it's the.
Okay, I know what you mean. The city with.
Ay, Dios míos. Are you kidding me? This one. Unbelievable.
Okay, next.
I have 4 mint condition Brook Brothers Oxford shirts listed, lots of views, but not sold yet. Listed for almost 30 days. Do you think just takes a while? eBay flooded with them. Thing is with the polo shirts, there's a lot of them out there. Some sell fast, some sell slow. I've done okay selling fast with like just the plain white ones or the plain blue ones. I think people look for those for work. Other colors, it just really depends. A lot of it depends on size too. The bigger sizes sell a little faster usually. Just depends. But it's like anything. There's a lot of those Brooks Brothers shirts out there, and they're not really that much new either. They're like $60 new. We bought a bunch new in the past and sold them. I think we got them for as low as like 15 or $20. I was trying to figure out what that noise was. It's your foot. Are you going to actually relocate, or are you just traveling temporary? We are probably gonna.
We don't know yet.
Well, but we're moving from the Cape.
Well, yeah.
We're
We don't know
100%.
yet.
We don't know. That's the point of trying to travel and see where we like. And I love Maine, but it's a little too cold for me. Or last we lived the winters in the Dominican Republic, which could happen, which may be on the table, but we'll see. But that's down the road. That's like a 5-year. I think a 5-year goal is to possibly live at least part time in the Dominican Republic, especially once we get everything set up down there. Another
year.
Hopefully. They're behind. Why are you so behind? Motorhome, fifth wheel, or tow behind. I think to start, we're going to get a travel trailer, a tow behind, and see how we like it. And if we like it for a few months, I'm going to probably upgrade either to a motorhome or a fifth wheel. I kind of like fifth wheels. I kind of like the layouts on the fifth wheels, especially the bigger ones with the toy haulers. Problem is you can't bring those to a lot of parks. They're too big. They're 40-foot long. And you got to get a diesel pickup truck to tow it. So who knows 100%? I like it, but there's drawbacks and issues. I can tell you right now, probably the only thing that we will not be in is a van. No van.
Too small.
Yeah. Too small.
Especially we want to do the business, you know?
Yeah.
We need space.
We'll tow a trailer behind the van.
No.
Did you guys do eBay in Dominican Republic? No, we have not. We've talked about, maybe down the line moving back there and then doing eBay doing Amazon and basically maybe coming over here sourcing for a few weeks. I have a few people I can send stuff to that will sell stuff for me. Same thing when we travel. I may get out of this selling and just sending stuff to people to sell for me and get my commission or whatever you want to call it, consignment to people, or consignment, cosign, yeah, consignment,
Yes.
yeah. And then just take a cut. That way I don't have to do anything about it, but I'm still getting a check. Are you going to have a home base? There's probably going to be a home base somewhere. You have to have a state technically as your home base when you do that. And it's probably, most people choose Florida because if it's Massachusetts taxes are high. And then I have to deal with vehicle taxes, excise tax. If you're in Massachusetts, you know what that's all about. It's a pain in the butt. I get hit with like $1,000 tax on my truck every year. But it's based on your value of your vehicle. So right now the truck's new, so I get hit with a ridiculous bill. And then you would have to deal with that any vehicle that you had registered. So if it's a trailer or this or that, you'd have to pay, fees. But then anytime you want to go see a doctor, you have to come all the way back up to Massachusetts. It's like, we don't want to come back up to Massachusetts in the middle of winter time.
No thanks.
So Florida would probably be a good choice.
Yes.
Chad, where do you see Chad?
Right here. You're moving to Florida with Chad. Yes.
I missed that whole one. Oh, he is moving here with me. Chad did say the house next to him last year was available. I'm like, yo, too close. Are you having slow sales lately, or is it just me? Sales are going to always be up and down. February for us in the past has been a pretty decent month, but we have not listed at all this month. I've listed maybe 20 things. We only have approximately 500 listings on eBay, give or take, maybe 520. I'm really kind of picking and choosing better what we list, and in that sense, I have a smaller inventory. It's kind of like making, instead of having a broad inventory of just random things, I'm trying to just have a smaller inventory of high price, nicer, hopefully faster moving things, but that does not always work that way. So we're working on different things like that. But I think I caught up on the questions. If I miss your question, you can put it now. I think I'm caught up though. How you doing, Chad? Oh, Chad's being really salty. I wonder if Chad's been drinking.
Salty.
And Deb's here too. Hello, Deb. Hi.
Hi, guys.
But things are going good. I mean, can't complain. I mean, slow sales are slow sales. They come and go. You know, the only thing really you can do is just not list or try to force sales. Try to run maybe larger store wide. If you have an eBay store, run a sale maybe a little bit larger than you like. Or do auctions. Just blow some stuff out. I blew out a bunch of stuff today. It's like I didn't have any sale. I listed a shirt today and it sold. I was like, hell yeah! And then also it's like all the auction things are going off, and I'm like,
Things that you have for more than a year, like it's time to.
yeah, some things. I mean, I didn't price everything
auction.
at $9.99. I priced things all over the place. There was suits that was selling for like $50 and $60 and stuff like that. So that was good.
Some people like, oh, we had that for like 2 years. I'm gonna donate it. No, just put it for auction. Whatever sell, it's money.
We've donated a lot of stuff to them.
Yes, you can get, I don't know, $10, $15.
Get back your initial investment, or try to.
You pay $2, $5.
I don't know how many times I tried to doing things at $9.99 and they don't sell for like 4 times through the cycle. It's like, really? And then you put it at for like $49.99 or buy it now, and then all of a sudden it sells like the first day you put it back, and you're like, what happened there? What was that all about? Like, huh?
That happened.
Ronnie, have you ever come across a brand called, how the hell do you pronounce that one?
What is?
Gretcheen. I don't even know how to. I don't even know what that is.
No.
I've never heard of that brand. I don't even know how to pronounce it. No idea.
No. What is your favorite bread and butter brand?
Ron, my lighting. We have extra.
We like the rye bread.
What are you talking about?
You. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, more.
What?
Like that's an expression.
Okay.
You have to pardon. She's from the Dominican Republic. Like English is not her first language, and certain slang is not working. I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, favorite bread. Like, what are you talking about? Joanne, what is your favorite bread and butter? Favorite bread and butter brand? I mean, Brooks Brothers and probably Ralph Lauren. As much as they're oversaturated, you could find the good stuff from those brands and sell it pretty regularly. Bread and butter, mi amor, is like an item that you sell pretty regularly
okay.
in your store. And if you want to know, I like rye bread. Anyway. Oh boy, there goes everything. We're going downhill from now. And yes, Beatbot. Our lighting is better because we actually moved in here. We have like 4 or 5 lighting umbrellas, and I moved 2 of the lights in here to give it more light. So that's why it seems like a lot more better lighting. But it actually is giving me a freaking headache. I'm gonna have a suntan by the time I get out of here. I tell you right now, I'm gonna have tan lines. People are going, oh, did you come back from vacation? No, I was under some umbrella lights.
Thank you. That's too fun.
I missed a question. Where did it go?
With the
Ronnie
bag?
and Gretchen is any clothing brands to avoid when. Is there any
Looking
clothing
around.
brands to avoid when looking around? Any ones that don't make me money? There's a lot of brands to avoid. I
A
mean,
lot of them.
Van
you
Heusen
remember
and
any?
Old Navy.
No,
Only Chad
but
sells Old Navy.
we never pick up some brands that we used to buy in the past.
Yeah, I made a
And
video
now,
about that yesterday, the other day.
Territory Ahead. That's the one I can remember.
Where's Raken at? Raken! We're killing your brand.
Do you sell timber and energy?
Now more, I can't even hear you talk. So listen to me.
Okay.
I'll answer the questions. I mean, I'll
Okay.
ask the questions.
Okay.
You can answer them. Okay? So Gretchen, I'm not sure if you've answered this since stepping out. What are your thoughts about eBay moving away from PayPal? I don't think she knows. For y'all that know, eBay is going to be going down in the future a few years, probably when it's all said and done. They're going to be going to a new processing payment thingy. I mean, it is what it is. Times are changing. eBay is going to go to some other platform to get payments, and it kind of looks like we'll be paid maybe like weekly or something like that. Somewhat, they're going to try to do like what Amazon does a little bit. I mean, it's good and bad, I guess. I mean, it's like everything. You just adapt to changes and you go forward and um, you move forward with whatever that platform puts in front of you. You know, I mean, I remember when Amazon used to be able to get your payments every day if you wanted to bank account, and it moved from 1 week and now it's to 2 weeks. Actually, I think I'm at 1 week now. I think we get our payments every 1 week from Amazon.
That's a good news.
But you see your girls there.
Hi, girls.
Okay. Hello, Leah. We see you, Leah. Hello, Leah.
Where's you? Oh, my Yoda! When you guys coming to Florida?
Not soon enough. Not soon enough. Gretchen is with 2 E's.
Pesos.
You want to tell them why it has 2 E's to Gretchen?
I don't know why Gretchen has 2 weeks.
She's just special. It's like one of those kids, they want to have a special name, so they add an extra letter or they take out an extra letter. It's one of those kids. Or did your mom? You actually it's on your birth certificate that way, right?
My mom and my dad.
Yeah, they wanted their kid to be special.
Yes.
Special, special, special.
I'm not special.
You are special. I'm so confused on what's going on in the chat.
Thank you, Shannon.
But I hope everybody is doing good.
Hey, we have a Gretchen.
Say 2 Gretchens. Oh. The worst thing is that the Gretchen that runs the One Estate Company. And you always say hello to her, and you're like, my name's Gretchen too, and she looks at you like it's the first time she's ever met you every time.
Well, she's old.
Gretchen, what do you think of Sammy Sosa's new look?
Who asked that question?
Brian.
It's really a question. What do you think about Sammy doing on your look? Oh my god. What can I say? If he's happy, I don't
Dude,
know. I don't know what he's thinking, but
dude,
I think he looks.
dude's looking a little too white.
But yeah, too white. If he's happy, what are we gonna do?
I thought people that use that cream, like whatever it is, to lighten themselves. I thought that was like a joke thing. I didn't think that was like seriously like people
We
do that,
really don't know if that's really a queen.
or it has to be something laser. I don't know. Paint
Whatever he's doing is
using some
too much. Too
some
much.
some Ralph Lauren paint. Did you celebrate Fat Tuesday? I don't even know what Fat Tuesday is. Does Fat Tuesdays have something to do with tacos or something? I don't know. What's Fat Tuesday? I don't know.
Uh,
I've missed it, but most of this. But do you have any favorite hard goods to sell on eBay or mainly clothes? I think favorite hard goods to sell are. I love cast iron cookware. We don't find it nearly as enough, but I do love that, and I do love selling vintage advertising. But we don't sell really any of that anymore on eBay. eBay, you don't get the sellers for that kind of stuff because most of the 95% of the stuff on eBay is fake or reproduction stuff or people trying to pass it off as real. It's unbelievable how much fake advertising, vintage advertising is on eBay, and people just try to peddle it and constantly just stealing money from other people basically because they're getting something that's not what they advertise and they don't know. I think some of those people don't know and they're spending hard-earned money. It's kind of a lot of the collectors are not coming to eBay to buy for that reason. They don't even look on eBay. It's becoming almost like Facebook groups. If I know you, I'll buy from you, and so on and so forth. But even there, you're seeing the fake stuff being peddled. It's kind of sad. People don't know what they're selling. People just see a TV show like American Pickers, see these people buying signs, and think I can do this too, and they're getting in over their head because they don't know what they're buying. Research, study, it's the best thing to do for a brand or for a new niche. Ronnie, your last video on brands that are declining in price was a good one. Oh, thank you. I thought that was a question.
oh yes, Mardi Gras today.
Oh, Mardi Gras? Oh, I wouldn't have anything to know about that. Lonnie would probably know about that. I would know. How come Supreme custom sneakers, meaning painted on, don't get pulled? There's a lot of weird Supreme stuff on there. I don't know why it doesn't get pulled. There's people that look like they're making the same shirts that come out and advertising almost basically. You know they're fakes, and I don't know why they don't get pulled. I'm assuming it has something to do with uh, Supreme in general that they're the ones that have to force the issue with a brand. Like Uggs constantly trolls eBay and they pay people to do it to basically flag stuff. There's a bunch of brands that do that. Coach is another brand. We could probably name off 20 different brands they're the ones that go out of their way to pay people to be in that Hero program and to basically flag you. They don't like their goods being sold on the secondary market, some brands. And I don't think Supreme has anybody. It's no different than the vintage advertising stuff. There's no way to trademark it. So it's out there. And, you can't, a lot of these companies don't even exist anymore. So why would they even have anybody on eBay to worry about it or to flag it or to even just deal with it? It's kind of sad. Uh, Sort of thrift a lot. What? I'm trying to figure out what that person's saying, but I don't think it's a question for me. Okay, I'm all caught up again. Yay! But we'll go a little bit longer for any questions. Any questions? Do you snipe on eBay? Yes, I do. I buy quite a few things off eBay. Sometimes for myself, some things to resell. I actually search eBay for signs quite regularly, but I kind of only buy from people that I think are selling real stuff. There's a lot of stuff, but I do buy a lot of stuff for myself too. You hardly ever buy anything on eBay, do you? Very little.
Very little.
And we never buy anything from Amazon. I don't think I've ever bought anything on Amazon. I might be the only person that's never bought anything on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't bought anything on Amazon in like 10 years? No, since we first met.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, Chrome, there's a lot of words that get keyword spammed out there. Just look up every pair of Jordan sneakers and they put Supreme in the title. Ronnie, do you have luck selling Turnbull and Asser shirts? Turnbull and Asser is actually a really good brand from the UK. It actually sells pretty well. We usually do pretty well selling them. Usually get somewhere between 40 and 50. If you have some of the newer labels, they do a little bit better. But for the most part, it's a good brand. They do get some fraying though at the collar points and also around the cuffs, so you always want to be careful of that. I'm not an Amazon buyer. I'm an Amazon seller.
Ka-ching.
Seems like eBay does nothing. Spam getting reported. I don't know. It's just I think there's certain things they go after. It's not eBay. Like I said, I don't think it's eBay going after people. It's actually people flagging your stuff or marking it, so on and so forth. Or they have keywords that come up and they look for it. But I think a lot of it has to do with certain brands paying people to basically just go on eBay and just go after people that sell their stuff secondhand.
What's your favorite?
You first. Nobody's gonna know what your favorite food is, so it doesn't even matter. Unless you're Latino, you ain't gonna know.
Rice, beans, chicken, lasagna, frito, aguacate. Aguacate is avocado. What do you like that?
Mofongo.
Mofongo. Mofongo is the plantain with chicharrón and garlic. What else?
It could be made with anything you want it to be made with.
Everything you want.
But mofongo, I love mofongo.
Sancocho.
Sancocho is like almost a stew for us. Similar. But it has like everything from corn to squash to
Chimichurri. See?
I don't even know what that is.
Chimi.
Cat and dog right there.
No.
You buy it on the street? Yes, it is. I bet you there's somebody Krillin getting it from right now down in Washington Heights. It's some cat right there on a pole.
No.
You want some chicken?
No. Pastelito.
I'm kind of over pastelitos though. I'm over them. Macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
I just love American. I'm just a regular plain American food.
Sometimes. Gretcheen, do you cook? Sometimes. When I want my Dominican food, I cook.
She cooks when she wants to cook. But it's not that often anymore these days. When was your next sold video? Coming soon. Coming soon.
Yoda say, Ronnie, I love your lasagna.
Yay! At least somebody likes my food. How much would you list a pair of pre-owned purple label corduroy pants missing back button? I didn't get to do research yet. Let's say 50-ish. Back button's probably not that big of a deal. I have a new tags black label one, I think, for about 100 online. If it sells, who knows? See what other we got here. Down. What's one brand you look for but has never found? I don't. There's like I don't think there's too many brands that we haven't found. Maybe like so you got to go to extremely like high end brands like Rick Owens or Rick Owens is it or like Megan Margiela or I've never found Supreme in a thrift store. I've bought it off the website in the past. Brands like that or maybe Fear of God, Palace, but
the Pendleton that you always.
Well, that's more a specific item.
But we never found.
Yeah, but they were talking about brand, like in general, just like brand. But Pendleton's not like brand or
okay.
I mean, it's probably the three like holy grail items we've never found yet is probably the Big Lebowski Pendleton sweater, pair of Biggie Levi's jeans. Haven't found one of those, and probably the Snow Beach Ralph Lauren piece or some of those high end crazy Ralph Lauren pieces from like the Stadium line collection in '92. We just haven't found any of those. Found some nice pieces, but we haven't found those. How is the resale rally coming along? It's really not coming along anywhere. Chad's waiting on surgery. I'm possibly waiting on surgery. I'll figure out. We have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'll figure out. So it kind of every day we say May, but May's probably going to turn into the fall. I have found some Titan items. We've probably found about 9 or 10 Titan, however you pronounce that, items, Kiton items. We haven't found too many recently, but we found a bunch of dress shirts. Kiton, Kiton. I know we found one in New Hampshire, a suit. We got like $400 for it. I've found a sport coat before, and I found a sweater, and I found probably 4 or 5, 6 dress shirts. I found one Tom Ford item, and it was a shirt, and I thought it was fake till I came home, and then I realized it was real. It was like a military style kind of shirt. I had to have it dry clean, but we got like about 125 for it. But one time in 6 years, so yeah. It was right around the time Jay-Z had a song, Tom Ford. And I was just like, oh, is this that brand? I've never found a Hermes jacket. We found a bunch of Hermes. Found a Hermes scarf recently, some ties, some shirts. I've never found like a jacket or a suit. We found some Chanel items. We found a Chanel cashmere sweater at our local thrift once. And we did off a Craigslist deal, got a Chanel jacket that just did not sell the way I thought it was going to sell. We had that jacket listed for like every bit of 2 years, and it took forever. Let me see. Ronnie, do you ever go to sports conventions for signed jerseys? No, I don't. I used to do that more when I was younger, but We haven't done that in a very long time. I haven't done that since I was like a kid. I think I did that like early kid things. I think it's been a while. I can't even remember the last person I ever went to meet to sign an autograph. How's St. John's do? St. John is not bad brand. The women's brand, not St. John's Bay. The cheap, what is it, Sears, or doesn't really do anything.
That's another brand that I like to find.
Well, you usually find that brand. I don't find it too often anymore because I don't go looking in the women's stuff anymore. I gave up on that.
When I can find it for cheap, because sometimes they price St. John too high. Like, no.
So
The other day, last week, I found one for like $6.
Yeah.
So yes.
Women's top. What's up, Turtle Trader? You know what, Dwayne? I was looking for actually songs last night. I think I have like 3 songs down. It's gonna be done within this week. I'll get it done.
I know the song.
No. That's not even a real song. It's like a made up something other song. Janishi ties any good for resale? I guess if they're newer labeled ones. I don't think the vintage stuff really sells that great. I mean, you might get $15 for it or something like that. But Ronnie, have you ever sold any graphic T-shirts, concert shirts? Every once in a while, we come across some of them. We actually have quite a few in our inventory now. They're just not really selling too much. We have some older like 80s. What's the name of the band? Grateful Dead.
Yep.
Another one from Michael Jackson from
Bad.
Bad, is it? Bad. So I mean, we have some shirts. Some sell really good. Some take forever.
Like that one.
Like all those we have.
Yeah.
We have what is it? YouTube Joshua Tree one. You know, I mean, they don't seem to sell as really great as they did years ago, and I think it's because a lot of these shirts just get reprinted now. So people are just like, yeah, forget it. I'm not gonna want the old stuff. And it's really hard when you find like a small from, or a medium, even a large from 30 years ago is nowhere
like
close
extra small at that time.
Well, we did find a bunch of I found a bunch of those. What were they called? Metallica shirts from the 90s recently.
Oh yes.
One was even new with tags. We got those
tags.
listed.
Yep.
I sold one for like 40 the other day, so I think I paid $10 each, and we already sold one for 40, so it made our money back on all those, approximately. So probably make another $250 off of those when they sell eventually. He assumes he's thinking he's a cross-dresser if he goes in the women's section. I just don't sell women's clothing anymore. Like, I just don't even look for it. It's too slow selling for me. Ronnie, what's your average sale price per item? It's right around, usually, without these auctions, like if I went back the last 3 months before, like, it's probably, 65? Actually, you know what? We got our eBay thing the other day. I can tell you. I have to turn my phone on. I was going to look at my W2 and see how many items we sold versus how much money came in the account. But I want to say it's right around $65 per item we sell on average. I've been above 50 for a while. That was a goal. Now I'm trying to get closer to 100, and it's becoming a hard goal to match. Ronnie, I have some new Ralph Lauren sport coats that I can't seem to move. Any advice? I lowered the price, but not having any luck. Not really sure. I'm not even sure what you mean by what price you're trying to sell that. How low is low? We sold one from the Ralph Lauren, not too long ago for like 80, and it was new tags. I think I paid like just regular price at a store like $6-7. It sat for about 3 months, so I'm not really not sure. After this, Joan, if you want to send me a message on Facebook or something, I can help you out maybe a little bit better. But without knowing any more specifics, it's really hard for me to know. So that is about all, I think. It's getting late, and I got a lot of shipping to get done. There's all these stupid elections.
Wow, 10:30.
Well, we had the mishap where we
Yeah,
were like 20 minutes late, 25. I was like, what happened here?
I'm sorry.
Her fault.
This guy here.
Do you stop listening to Blazers during the summer? No. I list stuff all year round, so that's just what I do. Yeah, I'll list a winter jacket in the middle of summer. I'll list shorts in the middle of summer. It just doesn't matter.
With everything.
List it when I get it and hope it sells. It's not really. I don't wait for the seasons or anything like that. Sometimes a jacket will sell. Like I'll list it and it'll sell and they go to Australia. You got to remember it's winter or summer somewhere in the world at any given time. So, and if you sell international, stuff's gonna go. The price tag on them was $299. I have them listed at $199, $139. Probably just too high. I'm assuming that they'd probably sell. Usually about. I'm assuming. Like I said, I got rid of one. I think I had a higher price tag. I only got 90 for it. So, check the sold, but I'm assuming you're probably gonna have to lower the price to about 80 to 100 in that range, and they'll probably sell better. But see you guys later.
Thank you guys.
We have an anniversary for tomorrow to get ready.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. No, but happy Valentine's Day tomorrow.
But have a good day, everybody. See you guys. Bye. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share this video everywhere.